So, our top news story today is it would appear social media CIA bots are more persuasive to humans, according to science. According to Mario Nawfal, a commentator on X, the University of Zurich has secretly been deploying AI bots to manipulate Reddit users' opinions on anyone, which this should make you fairly concerned if you value actual human discourse. These were not passive bots. They weren't scraping data. They were actually contributing to discussions that people were having and turning them to try to achieve certain goals. And they were doing that with freely available online information regarding the user based on their Reddit interactions, based on anything else that might be available open source. The people are saying this experiment has crossed critical ethical lines because these bots achieved a persuasion rate 6 times higher than has been seen with between normal human interactions. Which I mean,
Normal human interactions on social media, let me point out. So
yes,
these bots are not competing with like the Case for Christ or, Dawkins' book on, the God delusion or whatever. These bots are competing with people typing with their thumbs in the bathroom, trying to convince each other about politics. And the bots are 6 times more effective than the humans. And there's several things here. One of the things I've enjoyed about this story is everyone pretending to be shocked that there's bots on Reddit.
Oh no.
So this has been a problem on social media for years and years, even longer than GPT came out. So ChatGPT came out a couple years ago, and it was the first kind of commercially available AI tool that normal people could use without being a researcher or being pretty technically sophisticated. But there have been tools like this for years before that, and there have been whole armies of bots commenting and creating content and trying to influence elections and get you to make certain purchases for certain companies. Like most of the social web, most of social media is bots. In fact, it's such a problem. I had a mug made. Bots don't buy books years ago. Now take a sip from my bots don't buy books mug. This is part of the reason why I don't recommend social media. And what's interesting about this is that this is one of the first times that a company or an organization has admitted to doing what we all know is happening, which is bots interacting with users. And they typically don't create content. So you don't see bots posting content like in X necessarily. I'm sure they're doing some of that, but where the bots are really active is in the comments. So when you post to Facebook and you're getting a lot of comments, it's those comments that are often not from humans. And the same is true on blogging. In fact, I have noticed the quality of the bot comments on my blog has gone way up as the AI models have improved, particularly DeepSeek. I think a lot of the criminal enterprises really like DeepSeek because it's easy to jailbreak. It's open source. You can manipulate it pretty easily. And there's no like moral rules about how and where you can deploy DeepSeek. And so what does this mean for authors? It means that a lot of the time you're spending on social media building engagement will not result in book sales because those bots don't buy books. They have no money. And even the ones that have access to credit cards don't have authorization to buy your book. And you find out how few humans are on the internet when you put up a paywall of any amount of money at all. It's like suddenly there's hardly anyone there. And it's like, well, it's because it was mostly bots. That authors group that you have is going to be a lot of bots. And they're not just there to create content, they're also there to harvest content because the AI models need lots of content in order to train the model. And content from behind paywalls and behind login walls is more valuable than publicly available content because everybody has access to the blogs that are publicly available. But if I can get access to the private Facebook groups or Reddit threads, that will give my AI model an edge.
Well, just keep in mind that if you are arguing on Reddit or Facebook or whatever, and you're looking at somebody going, this guy has a point, it's probably a bot.
So yeah, Cami has a good point. It's like, it's not about trying to sell the bots your book. It's about trying to convince them to sell your book.